With vaccines becoming more and more available, it's only a matter of time before vaccinations are required for guests to attend special events, including weddings. Countless weddings were put on hold the first few months into the pandemic. Then couples starting to get creative with their nuptials as social distancing became the new norm. First, it was virtual weddings held over Zoom with catered meals delivered to remote attendees. Then drive-in weddings that played on the big screen, or a socially distanced wedding tailgate party. As event venues continue to host I-dos again, it's becoming the new norm to ask guests to mask up and stay 6 feet apart. But with vaccines becoming available, some couples are requiring attendees get the shot before they RSVP yes. But is this next step enough to keep guests safe? Wow, Dr. Nita, what do you think of this one?
Well, Dr. Orden, I feel like brides and grooms, they're just trying to do what they can to protect their guests, especially those who are older or people with underlying medical conditions. But I think we all have to remember that the COVID vaccine does not guarantee immunity. Like, we're still doing research. We don't know how many people who get the vaccine will go on to have an asymptomatic infection. And on top of that, we're still doing studies to figure out how effective the vaccine is when it comes to preventing transmission from a vaccinated person to another person. So bottom line is, this vaccine doesn't give you a free pass to just do whatever.
It doesn't, Dr. Nita. We talk about that all the time. I've been vaccinated. I know you have as well, gotten our 2 doses. Hey, do I have a certain sense of feeling safer? Absolutely. But I'm not letting my guard down. For example, if I know that I'm around other people, if I'm traveling, if I'm in a big group, in the hospital, for example, those are the times when you have to be particularly vigilant. Now is not the time to let your guard down. But Nita, we talked about weddings. I mean, maybe this is just a little bit of a wake-up call in general that, there's a whole new normal. We have to rethink so many of the things that we do in everyday life that we take for granted. Weddings are one of them. Now, I'm just saying that very often the wedding, it's a big, big event, a lot of planning. It costs a lot of money.
A lot of money.
And you hit on it that we're taking a risk holding any type of bigger event, that maybe backing off these big events may be not such a bad thing. Take that money that you would have spent on this event and put it into something else. Buy that house, renovate that house, put aside money for kids' education. I think it's all good. And with the way that you can record events now with video and stuff, that you do a production, a nice video production that you can share with everybody that you know, I think that's a great alternative. But Nita, I think we have to start preparing ourselves for things being different. We mentioned weddings. I don't think it's going to stop there. How about going to sporting events, going to medical meetings, going to conventions, going anywhere where there's a big group of people, that making those vaccines mandatory may come into play. I know it's controversial. I think that is the single best thing we can do. What do you think?
It's going to be interesting to watch this unfold, because even at this point, we have etiquette experts and they're chiming in and they're saying it's a personal decision. And in some instances, I think you're right. Maybe there will be a requirement to have the vaccine. And in other situations, it may be more of a request, not a requirement. But my advice is to just stay up to date with what the CDC is recommending. And we know right now their stance is very clear. They're saying when you're eligible for the vaccine, get the vaccine, but at the same time, on top of getting the vaccine, keep doing what you were doing before. Make sure you're avoiding large crowds when possible, wear your mask, social distance.
That's right, Nita.